Hey there! As part of my submission for the semi-final round of the show for the upcoming Learning Conference, I received some feedback surrounding accessibility, usability, and how the team at Fresh Supermarket can get up to date on the policies at Fresh in the shortest amount of time and limited clicks. So I thought I'd do a quick video today just to step through the process and the solution a little deeper. First of all, the solution comprises of two elements, a traditional e-learn, which we can see on the screen at the moment, and a chatbot named Joy at Fresh, who is embedded into the lower right-hand corner of the e-learn. You might be wondering why I've embedded the chatbot directly into the e-learn. The reason for that is so that team members, whether they are experienced or new at Fresh, can use the chatbot to get up to speed as quickly as possible should they wish to use the chatbot. The reason behind adding in more of a traditional approach of policies and detail surrounding what it means, what has changed, is for those employees at Fresh who may be new to the organisation and may have never seen these policies before. The reason behind breaking the policies down into bite-sized chunks, such as what the policy is about, what has changed, and what it means, is that sometimes policies can be quite convoluted and use terminology that employees may not actually understand. So that's why I have broken down the policies into bite-sized chunks and really trying to contextualize and reword the policies into words and phrases that the team at Fresh may understand. Now, one thing I didn't mention in my submission video was really how this can all be implemented. So the e-learn itself can be uploaded into Amazon S3 and then embedded into various platforms across Fresh's Office 365 platforms. For example, it could be embedded into Microsoft Teams. So if Fresh use Microsoft Teams, this e-learn could be embedded within Microsoft Teams, or it could be embedded within their SharePoint site. However, I have also taken into consideration that the team may not necessarily have a computer to use when they are walking the floor of the supermarket, and they may need to still get up to date and be fresh on the relevant policies. That's why I've added how the team can get Joy at Fresh on the go. Within the e-learn, the team at Fresh can select the option to get Joy at Fresh on the go and scan the QR code and add Joy at Fresh onto their mobile devices, whether by bookmarking or saving her to their phone's homepage like a traditional application. Of course, this can be sent out or accessible via a URL. So if they aren't accessing the course itself, they can still access Joy at Fresh via a simple URL, therefore no needing to scan a QR code. Now, because this has been built in Articulate 360, it is not 100% mobile responsive. However, I have done some testing to check if it is mobile responsive, and you'll see in the lower right hand corner at the moment a bit of a screen capture that I've done of using the entire e-learn on my mobile device. Now, there was also some confusion surrounding how this is all working. So the way the team at Fresh would use this solution is by updating a Google Sheet named the Fresh Supermarket Policy Database. I've connected this database to both solutions, so the e-learn and the chatbot. In terms of the e-learn, it is connected via JavaScript. So this content is being pulled through live to the eLearn. All the team at Fresh need to do is come in and update the relevant fields of the policy that has changed. And this information is pulled through to the eLearn live. If a policy change has happened when an employee is within the eLearn, they can always click check for updates, and it will rerun the JavaScript and pull through the latest information. So focusing on the code of conduct, let's give that a quick test and I'll show you how that is working. So we'll go to code of conduct and we'll change the policy version to policy 11 and the scope to check. And we'll jump back into the eLearn and click reload policy. And we can see that content has changed. So the way that is working is through variables and JavaScript connecting to a Google Sheet. In terms of the chatbot, that is also connected to the Google Sheet with live updates based on when information changes in the policy database. Well, I hope that kind of explains a little further on how this solution could be used. As I mentioned, it can be used entirely as it stands within Microsoft Teams or throughout the Office 365 framework at Fresh. Or of course, the chatbot itself can be used singly on the team members' mobile devices. If you are keen to learn any more about the solution, such as how I've added the video background, the transparent player, embedded the chatbot into the screen itself, any of the animations, or even how this is all working in terms of JavaScript and variables, please feel free to reach out and leave a comment in the comment section below. Thanks.